Welcome again.
Is it time to take on a side chick?
Oh no.
Well, I'll be honest with you, right? This term side chick, I don't consciously remember hearing it in the UK. But even if I hadn't, I could probably work out what a side chick is. However, here in Kenya, you hear it all the time, yeah?
Yeah.
In media reports, in towns, in conversations with friends, you name it. The term comes up all the time. And we can joke about this because we are officially husband and wife.
Yeah.
And I said to Marion, is it time I took on a side chick?
Oh, no. But remember, that's a common thing in Kenya. You've been having like, you've been having like other people talking about it, yeah? And you're like, what's that? Then I had to tell you in details what it is.
Well, the first time I'd come across it was when I first came to Diani. I met a guy, European guy, and he had 4 women on the go. And here we could talk about a major cultural difference between Kenya and the UK. Because what I found fascinating was not that he was seeing 4 women, because that could go on anywhere, yeah. It was the fact that he had 4 women on the go, and each woman was aware of the other one. So there was like a hierarchy, and they all knew where they stood within that hierarchy.
Are they married?
No, they were not married. No one was married.
So all of them are girlfriends.
Girlfriends, yeah.
Okay, so there's no problem for them knowing each other because they know there's no one married.
But what I'm saying is the major difference is, if I tried to do that in the UK, you would be laughed out the room. Yeah. If he tried to do that in the UK, no British woman would stand for that. Now, I'm not saying, if anybody's watching and think, oh, I can assure you British people do have affairs. Yes, I know that. But what happens there is usually someone will go into the affair and perhaps the other parties do not know about it, or somebody goes into an affair. Let's say I have an affair and I say to the lady, my wife doesn't understand me. Yeah. So I'm selling her the idea that my marriage is not good and that things will soon come to an end and then we can be together. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is each woman is aware of the other, accepts her place within that hierarchy. If I go back to the UK and I start touting myself out and saying to girls, I'm looking to take on 4 women. I see you as possibly number 3 in the hierarchy. This is the support I'm going to give to you. They'd be like, what the hell is this guy? You would literally be laughed out of the room.
That's the opposite now. In Kenya, they will say, as long as you provide for me, I'd rather be your side chick. Me to add my expenses. I'm fine. I know you are a married man, but still I will accept to be a side chick because they normally think being a side chick will provide that the tension will come so high than the wife, yeah? And they tend to have this thing, they accept it anyway, knowing that this man.
Well, I mean, that's true. Remember the other night when we were talking to our friend who was around here, who is a side chick, and she said as long as she gets her share, she doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't care. And because they just want someone to provide for them in their needs,
But it's not just Europeans. I mean, when I came here, I thought, is this a exploitative European thing with guys taking advantage of younger Kenyan girls? But most of what you see and hear about where people have got these setups, it is Kenyan guys that have multiple women on the go.
And you will hear this one after things like go wrong, like someone is dead. That's where this side chick germinates from nowhere and shouts so much.
Somebody dies.
Yes, when like this man dies, okay, you hear these sides are coming out. Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I have his children. Oh, I have his kid. Because they were being told by this man, just keep quiet. Where you are, seal your mouth, okay? Don't ever call me. Don't ever text me. I don't want my wife to know that you are someone. You are existing someone. So you behave like you are not existing. I'm the one to make the step, I'm the one to phone you. I'm the one to look for you. Don't ever do anything. So women who are being a side chick to a married man, why are you doing that to yourself? You are denying yourself a freedom. I don't think you're even happy because you know if things goes wrong on the other side, the wife knows. Then
What I found fascinating with this was the fact that the women get different levels of financial support based on where they are in the hierarchy. So like girl number 1 will get a better rented house than girl number 2 or 3. Yeah.
and remember, these side chicks will always work on the weaknesses of their wives because the men go on gossiping of their own wives. Yeah, telling the side chicks the weaknesses of their wives, and the side chicks will work perfectly based on the weakness of their wife, so that this man could see the side chick being the best
So
wife.
so the side chick can work their way up the hierarchy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because you are coming telling a side chick the weakness of your wife, so that and this side chick is using the weakness of your wife to win against her.
But it's not a great way to start out,
It's
is it?
not.
Being told you're good but not quite good enough. I see you as number 3 in the hierarchy. Do you know what I mean?
I would say even a girl accepting a married man actually. It's not even something good to do. Men are not finished in this world. They're not dead, all of them. You still have someone to love you someone. Why should you destroy someone's relationship? When that man met that woman, where were you? Why are you coming in between, making yourself perfect like the other woman? If you destroy another marriage, even yours, that one you're thinking you are going to make it, it will not go well. It won't go well because you are making other children cry. You are making other women, another woman cry. You are a woman like her. So if a man comes to you, says, I need to be a side chick, just stay away from troubles. Find someone else. Look for your own freedom and happiness because you are going to work under someone's conditions. You will not, if you are going to be sick at night, you are not free to go to phone this man because you're not your man.
Well, polygamy is legal in Kenya.
It is legal in Kenya, but back those days, like my
It's not legal in the UK, by the way. You know that.
Yeah, of course, that's
It's
why
not in our culture
I'm
to
so
date
happy.
multiple women at the same time. It just isn't.
It saved me out of troubles. I'm not worried that you are going to have 2 wives before you divorce the first one, the second one. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing is, it's a huge financial undertaking as well. I don't know how people do it because at first you think, oh my God,
Exactly.
this guy is having his cake and eating it. But then when you see what goes on, and not just the amount of emotional energy that must take to have
Financial.
3 or 4 different women on the go,
Jesus,
but the
yes.
financial situation as well. You need to be
crazy.
pretty loaded to be operating with multiple
Even if
setups like that.
okay, let us show you, like you are so rich, yeah? These women have different opinions and like we're dealing with others, we have different characters. One person, it's hard. For me, I couldn't go that way if I were
And
a
as
man.
I always say with Kenyan girls, yeah? What do I say? You'll never finish them, but they will finish you.
Yeah, they will. So you have to go slow.
So true.
Choose it well.
So anyway, even though we're husband and wife, you're saying no side chick yet.
No
Yeah.
way. No way.
Okay.
There's no room for side chick.
Okay.
They should just stay
That's
away from troubles.